Alright, weekly update. As far as Sister Bear, Brother Bear, and Little Bear go, everything's going great. No problems. Brother Bear decided this week that instead of taking his mythology class, he wanted to join one of his friends in the engineering class. So he's made that switch. Sister Bear has joined the sketching class. She's always been in art, but she's got some friends in the class. And I think it's as much wanting to spend time with them as it is wanting to get better at drawing. We'll see. Other than that, co-op classes themselves are going really well. The classes that I teach on Tuesday are wonderful. No problems there at all. Monday classes. Classes themselves are fine. Kids are great. Everything was going swell. And then the facility that we're using, it's a church, and we had an agreement with them to use certain parts of the space for between 9-ish and 4 on Mondays. Our classes only run from 10 to 3, but I set up early. We have to move chairs and things around in order for our classes to work in the space. So I show up early, we move tables and chairs and things, get ready for class. And then after 3, we have to make sure that everything is put back the way it was when we showed up, and we have to make sure the facility is clean. Usually between 3:15 and 3:30 we're out of there. We've made it work. We've had to turn families that wanted to join away because we've maxed out that space. There's just no way we can fit more kids in there. So the plan was that when we finished classes in November, we were going to look for a larger space and try to work something out. Well, last week, the church came to me and said that there was going to be a prayer meeting occurring between 11:30 and 1 on the premises. And originally, I was told it was going to be in one space. And then I got to class on Monday, and it wasn't what I was originally told. So we had some issues with space on Monday, and then because their prayer meeting shared a common space with our classes, we had some issues with children of people during the prayer meeting, people that were in the prayer meeting. Their children were left unattended with our kids. And so that created a little bit of an issue for us. The other thing was because the church was open for the prayer meeting and not just for us, it was honestly open to anybody to come in. And so there was some issue with some of the people coming in being under the influence and walking amongst our families and our children. And obviously we don't want to stand in the way of their ministry. We don't want to stand in the way of people getting help or getting an opportunity to find God. But at the same time, we want safety for our children and our families. And we want organization for our classes. And so the need to find a classroom has been bumped up. Excuse me a minute, I'm being summoned. What do you need that cannot wait until I'm done filming this video?
Sorry, can I listen to music while I do my school?
No, you can do your schoolwork. Thank you. So instead of waiting until November to start looking for a new location, I started looking last week. I had a meeting with one this morning. I've spoken to several on the phone. I've forwarded information via email to boards of directors. We're trying really hard to find a new location, and quickly. We're homeschoolers. We're adaptable. We will make do in the space that we are in, as long as we have to be there. But for growth's sake, so that all of the families interested can participate, we still need a bigger space, regardless of the issues that happened this week. So that's what I've been working on. Today, I had a meeting with a location. It would work, but it's not ideal. So hopefully one of these other locations is wonderful and perfect and just what we need and willing to work with us. So those of you that watch this channel and you are praying people, pray for this need. I know that God has grown this homeschool group. God put these classes in place. If it's His will for us to continue these classes and to grow these classes, He will provide us a home. That being said, I personally am really invested in these classes. I love them. I believe that it's a blessing and a ministry to our local community and to our homeschool group, and I really want to see them continue. That's me personally. I'm being summoned again. Hang on again. What do you need?
I'm you.
You're full? Okay, then you can be done with lunch. I'm sorry, guys. Mom life. I thought I could hide from them for a few minutes, but it didn't work. I do have another video that I'm going to post today. I'm going to make it separate because every week, we try to visit the library. Our local library has a section of books that are always available for sale. One of our local libraries, I think they're 50 cents a piece, which is awesome, but it's a very small selection. The other library, because we had that meeting today, we were in a different library than we normally go to. That one is much larger. They had a much bigger selection today. So I'm actually going to go over the past 3 visits to the library and the books that I have gotten while we were there. So upcoming book haul. Yay! Beyond that, Papa Bear and I have a date on Friday. We are going to a local vintage market craft fair. Lots of fun. We're planning on checking out a couple of other things while we're out. Because I had one of my students at my Tuesday classes. I had a new student and they paid me yesterday. So I have spending money. We don't have any field trips this week. The end of next week we will have a field trip. But I'll talk about that in next week's update. So that's it. I can hear my kids yelling at each other. So I'm going to go handle that. I'm going to go round up all the books that I've gotten in the last 3 weeks. And then hopefully they'll behave long enough for me to make a book haul video. Alright? So you guys have a great week. I will see you soon.